The reason I asked about the journey was because everybody only talks of the success when it's arrived, and nobody knows the struggle and how to put the whole thing together.
Oh, absolutely.
It's very difficult, and how, of course, we know education is the backbone of our country.
Yes.
And you've been a champion in making our country proud at my show Angie's India, and that's what I was really keen. So if you tell me, how did it start from 12% to this percentage? How did you grow? And how did others in a smaller way, not as great as yours, come in as well?
Perfect. So after our first university was established, we thought that there are diverse needs across the country. And today, Angie, we are 13 universities in different parts of the country. Along with K-12 schools, we have 40 campus locations across the country. But there was a further thought that, why can the Indian talent not go abroad and take the flag of India around the world?
Exactly.
So we talk today about, will foreign universities come into India? And they will. But even before that conversation started, we said we will take the Indian flag and the Amity flag all over the world, so that we can create global citizens. Because we have a firm belief, and as you have pointed out, I have spent a lot of time abroad, our family has, and we have seen the experience and the learning of being in other markets, learning, intercultural skills, learning by travel is so important. So today we have 18 campuses in different parts of the world. We are the biggest University of Dubai. We have 5 schools in the UAE. We are in Singapore and London, in Tashkent and Kenya and South Africa. In Amsterdam, we have a school.
In Amsterdam as well?
In Amsterdam, absolutely.
Okay, and how big is that school in Amsterdam?
It's a wonderful international school. Okay. And we went there on the invitation of the mayor of Amsterdam, who said that
that's something really a huge honor for them to want you there.
Yeah, absolutely, because they felt they wanted the Netherlands to be a global capital for multinationals to come and establish. But despite all tax incentives, families were not staying because the children were not adjusting into the local education system. So they wanted to bring international schools from around the world where families would be comfortable. And after a global scan, the mayor himself came and invited us. But like that, we're also in New York, in San Francisco. And the idea is, can we provide opportunities for student mobility, faculty exchange, research engagements globally, so that we can show the great talent of India and bring the best practices from around the world towards here also. So that is today the footprint. And, to answer the question of 12% to 27% of gross enrollment ratio, which is a national ratio. And how do we get to the 50%? The answer to that, Angie, is in another area, which is technology-enabled education and online education. So we are today also the largest online degree provider in the country.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there are a lot of students, and sometimes mature students, because education should be lifelong learning. Why only limit to 18 years to 24-year-olds as our mental model for higher education. So we say lifelong one can learn. And this question of employability, you must have heard that everyone's talking about employability. How can we create employability for that person who, because of family circumstance, had a diploma, couldn't finish a degree, but had to go to work to support the family? Or someone who had an undergraduate degree, but didn't have time to do a master's because of compulsions. Why not give them the opportunity to upgrade, to keep, building on their abilities and create a better life for them? So online degrees and online education is providing the opportunity to reach the unreached, or those who can't come to traditional education, or who just want to learn on the side while they're working, or with their families, taking care of children. And I think that is a democratizing factor in opening up opportunities apart from bricks and mortar to a much bigger market.
So to achieve 50%, we're going to adopt the route of online?
No, it'll be a combination. It'll be a combination. I think the one mistake that sometimes people make when they talk about higher education, and I see it at conferences and meetings and brainstorming sessions, everyone says, what is the answer to higher education? Everyone seems to feel there is one answer. And the truth is that for a country as diverse and large as India, there is not one answer. There are many solutions. Because we have to provide the answer that is right for a particular demographic,
right.
for a particular age, for a particular person. So we will keep creating, like we are doing, large bricks and mortar research and innovation oriented universities. And I'll speak about this a little bit more.
Sure.
Because this is going to be one of the answers for what we have to do as a nation.
Sure.
There will be colleges, there will be vocational training institutes. That is also another important part, skilling and vocational training, which in our country, while important, has not yet got the right impetus. We can talk about why that is also. And layering on top of that, there will be online and technology-enabled education that will both be independent and in hybrid mode with bricks and mortar. There are a number of different kind of models that will address. So to get to 50% of GER in the country, gross enrollment ratio, is online the only answer? No. It'll be in parallel with many other models, but it certainly will be one of the answers.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can't reach the scale.
So is it going to be some integration with the skill development ministry as well in this, or just it's related with people who have CSR activities and are skilling other, their own hometowns or their plants like in various states? Is that?
Yeah, so let's talk about skilling and vocational training. The ministry is very supportive, and they have done an excellent job in providing many schemes that are there to support different sectors. The sector skill councils, for example, the SSCs that have been developed in a lot of different areas. Those are providing specialized expertise in curriculum and outreach, both to private party, government centers, ITIs, to provide industry-oriented expertise into different sectors. But the problem with skilling and vocational training in our country is that we are a highly aspirational country.
Right.
Families that otherwise should be focused on a diploma or vocational training still want that engineering degree.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
sometimes you overstretch and say, nahi, bete ko diploma nahi karwana, beti ko diploma nahi karwana.
We want that graduate.
We want that engineering
degree. Yes.
So that sometimes does a disservice. So, Angie, we're talking about vocational training and skills, which is a very important component of our country, because without the right skills, many of the sectors that need to be developed in the country will not be. The problem is that we are a very aspirational country. Right. Families that should be potentially focusing on providing a certificate or diploma for their ward, still aim for that engineering degree, a BTech or something like that.
Right.
Because everyone wants the best, and they will sacrifice everything. They will give up so much of the share of wallet of the family to put someone in the engineering degree, where really first a diploma and then a job may be better. In countries like Germany, where we have experience, the vocational trained student, what we may call a blue collar worker, gets absolutely the same dignity of labor and respect as a degree holder and someone who is working in the corporate world. So I think it is this perception and this view that you could be a plumber, but if you're a great plumber, you're as valuable as someone sitting in a corner office.
Yes.
I think that if we develop in our country over time,
the value for the profession,
the value of the profession, the value of skill, the value of someone supporting.
Yes.
So this will over time develop. But today, that is the reason why skills and vocational training have been a little bit on the back foot, but it's a very important area for us to build on.
And maybe you'll only take it forward in some way or the other.
Well, already we're doing a lot of it. We have incredible initiatives in the area of skills, and I'll just give you an example. We are working with one ministry to train workers on how to assemble and put solar panels on the roofs, because solar is an important area for the country. So that is a high-income job, and we are training them then not only to do that skill, but how to become entrepreneurs, how to build a company out of it, how to create a livelihood out of it. So I think overall, if you take that ecosystem of how can you create livelihoods out of skills, that is one area that we are very much focused on.
Right.
And we look at really the whole gamut of, from certification to diplomas to degrees, lifelong learning.